Pound for pound sports entertainment. Hit that like button, comment below, share, do all of that for your boy right now. Hit the subscribe button for all things sports entertainment related. We greatly appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your host F, man. We gonna get right to it like we always do on a daily basis. You feel me? Support who supports you. I'm a firm believer in that. So if you support me, I will support you absolutely without a shadow of a doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Um, we'll send this link out. Hold on, try to get my people up in here. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the fight last night. See what was going on. We had a lot of people there. 40,000 people in attendance to Errol Spence and Ugas last night at Cowboys Stadium. Great night of fights overall. Pay-per-view, Fox pay-per-view. No, it was a Showtime pay-per-view. Yeah, Showtime pay-per-view was a great night of fights. I was thoroughly impressed. I really should have pulled up, but it is what it is. I definitely, absolutely, without questioning, I will be at Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. That's mandatory right there. That's the super fight. That's the fight everybody wants. The fight that everybody needs. The fight everybody's been asking for. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting for 4 years for this fight. We're ready to get this thing cracking. But overall, listen, all respect, love, and respect to Errol Spence and Ugas. They put on a great performance. Ugas tried his best. He's still a warrior. He took an L. The report is he has I believe a right he broke his right orbital bone. It is what it is, man. He released a statement today. He's gracious in victory and defeat. You know what I'm saying? A very good statement on his social media. I believe it's on his Instagram. Check it out. He thanked the fans. He thanked everybody coming out. Thanked all the support. He thanked Errol Spence. He shared the ring. He's got a nice little resume, man. He shared the ring with a lot of people, a lot of future Hall of Famers. He did fight Terence Crawford in the amateurs. I believe he did beat him. Take that for what that's worth. But nonetheless, it's still the fact that you shared the ring with these future Hall of Famer guys. A lot of people say that he beat Sean Porter. I think it was a knockdown. I think Ugas. It was just a close fight. But unfortunately, he came up short in the judge's eyes. He lost that fight. Errol Spence, obviously, doctor stopped it. He didn't want to stop. That's one thing you can respect about Ugas. He did not want to quit. He did not want to stop the fight. So it is what it is, man. But what's next for Ugas? We don't know. He says that he has to go get checked out from doctor. It is broke, but they got to see if they need to actually operate on it or whatever the procedures are. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens with that. See if he comes back. If he doesn't come back, nonetheless, we salute Ugas for going in there, putting up a great effort, trying his best, against Errol Spence. But Errol Spence is just a different type of animal, man. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I'm speaking from the perspective of a Keith Thurman fan. Keith Thurman is my guy. I love Errol Spence. Love Terence Crawford. Love Sean Porter. Love Danny Garcia. Love all the welterweights, right? Jerron Boots Ennis. But Keith Thurman was, I'm still stuck on that unified champ Keith Thurman. The Keith Thurman, one time, what I'm saying, pulling up, calling out Paulie Malignaggi, calling out Amir Khan, calling out everybody, wanting to fight Floyd. That's the Keith Thurman that I want. That's the Keith Thurman I know. You know what I'm saying? So I love the matchup or the idea of the matchup between Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. That's a great matchup. Keith Thurman has power in both hands, can move around the ring, very intelligent. Errol Spence is, in my mind, and I will say this, in my mind, Errol Spence is the best overall fighter, the best overall welterweight in the game, best overall. He can do everything. His jab is phenomenal, great jab, phenomenal fundamentals. He's like the Tim Duncan of boxing right now, okay? Great fundamentals. Body work is probably the best body work in the game, without a shadow of doubt, right? And he showed he can work in the inside. Like, look what he did to Ugas' eye, because Ugas tried to take the jab away. So guess what? We fight in the inside. I'm gonna go to your body. I see you got the high guard. I'm gonna hit you with a couple uppercuts. Just because you're blocking the shots doesn't mean I'm not gonna find a hole that you're leaving open and I'm trying to exploit it, right? Because in the beginning of the fight, I'm not gonna lie, Errol Spence was missing a lot. He was throwing a lot, missing a lot. New strength and conditioning coach. You obviously see the improvement. And that's one of Errol Spence's things. Like, when the fight, as longer the fight goes, the better he gets, the stronger he gets. And that's something that worries me when it comes to like Keith Thurman, because I feel like if Keith Thurman and Errol Spence were to fight, Keith Thurman starts off red hot. He gonna come out there and test you. He gonna hit you with some shit. He gonna hit you with some fire out there. And then as the fight continues to go, he just puts it on cruise mode, and he just tries to win the round and get up out of there. His goal, I guess, his goal is win 7-5. That's it. 7-5. I got the fight. We're good. We got these couple rounds in the bank early, and I get the Cruz in the back end. Now you can set yourself up for that. You know what I'm saying? You can set yourself up for a potential draw. You can set yourself up for make the fight harder than what it is, especially when it comes down to the championship rounds and a couple rounds that are swing rounds. The judges might see it. The judges might not see it your way. Now you done made the fight more difficult, when you could have just went in there and handled your business. But I don't know. I don't know if Keith Thurman and Errol Spence happened. Errol Spence put out a tweet saying, PBC needs to take the L out of love, basically telling them I'm not fighting Keith Thurman. I actually put the video up, and he actually explained exactly what he meant by that. But Errol Spence has no desire to fight Keith Thurman. Doesn't want to fight Keith Thurman. Some people are going to say, "Oh, he shouldn't have to fight Keith Thurman. Oh man, Keith Thurman ducked him." Somebody please tell me, when was Keith Thurman supposed to fight Errol Spence? Oh wait, early? Before Errol Spence didn't have a belt? Oh, wait. You mean when Keith Thurman was trying to chase Floyd, and Floyd came out and said, "Hey, you fight Errol Spence, then I fight you." Really? I'm your mandatory. I'm the WBA mandatory for you. You're supposed to fight me. You're supposed to fight me, Floyd. So now you can use Errol Spence as a human shield, in which Errol Spence was nothing at the time. He was a prospect, right? And then watch how I bring this thing around, right? So I'm Keith Thurman. I got a belt. You want me to go back, take a step back, and fight a prospect, and Errol Spence, who brings nothing to the table except a cosign from Floyd Mayweather because he didn't want to fight me. Well, is that not the same thing with Errol Spence potentially fighting a Jaron Boots Ennis? Jaron Boots Ennis doesn't have a belt right now. He is a contender. He is about to be the IBF mandatory for Errol Spence title. He has to go in there, and he's got a fight on the Charlo Castano undercard at the Crypto.com Center, I believe, next month. I think he's taking on Castillo Clayton. Check out for that. He's the co-main event for that. So watch him. He's a problem. But it's the same thing. You want it. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Mr. YSM, how you doing, good brother?
What's good? What's the topic?
I was just talking about the whole Keith Thurman, potential Keith Thurman and Errol Spence fight. Just kind of bringing that up to date. But I'm gonna move on. Let's move on to Bud Spence. So, let me ask you this question: if they to fight in Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, how do you see that fight going?
All right. So this time last year, I was convinced that Terence Crawford would stop Errol Spence. Now I'm not sure. This is 50-50 as a fight can get. I see both dudes. All right, so I see a scenario where Errol can be countered effectively and hurt, obviously, from last night. And I see a scenario where Errol could walk Crawford down with the jab and rip his body apart. So I feel like it's one of them situations where I just got to see it.
Yeah, I agree, man. I don't know what to think right now. Do you think Terence Crawford needs to fight somebody else in between, maybe possibly like a rumored July date against somebody? Or you think
he better?
Okay,
he better not go into that fight rusty. Errol Spence is not one of those kind of opponents. I mean, just because he's able to do that, he's not fighting a Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He's doing that against Danny Garcia or your Dennis Ugas. And no disrespect to those guys, but none of those guys were favored to win those fights. This is a true 50-50 matchup. Do you really want to go in there with your knife not as sharp as it normally is?
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel you on that. What do you think about Oscar De La Hoya coming out with his comments saying, imagine if Al Heyman lets Errol Spence fight Virgil Ortiz?
Nobody trying to hear that shit. Like, he clout chases, bro. Yo, Virgil Ortiz didn't even fight in his last fight because of a medical issue. Now, like, just stop. Like, no, I'm mad that we even screenshotted that tweet and even gave it any kind of credence. You the same dude that didn't even make Charlo versus Munguia, but somehow I'm supposed to believe it's gonna be Virgil versus. Nah, I'm good, bro.
Mhm. Can Virgil even make 447 anymore?
Probably not. But I mean, like, Oscar's irrelevant.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's trying to make himself relevant, trying to kind of boost his fighter at the same time. But what do you think? Do you think Keith Thurman kind of sneaks in there and ends up fighting a Terence Crawford or Errol Spence before we get undisputed?
I could see the Terence Crawford thing, but that's a really, really dangerous fight. Like, fans is already making a foregone conclusion that both of those guys will beat Keith.
Mm.
I would say that. Styles make fights. And what you saw last night was a perfect example of Errol Spence looked really good, but Ugas stood in front of him all night. Ugas didn't make him think, didn't give him angles. He stood right there. So it's easy to work that body with a stationary target. It's like punching a heavy bag. But
Mhm.
what happens when you got to get on your bike, track the dude down, but not only track the dude down, it's some Little Caesar pizzas coming at your head. You know, them Jones is hot and ready.
Yeah, you
So he's
might be getting
moving.
set up.
You ask Sean, like, he was cracking Sean on the move.
Mhm.
Like, did you see Sean's face? He was looking like, damn. Like, you remember that uppercut, right?
Oh yeah.
Hit him with an uppercut on the move. Moving, Sean tracked him out, and he got something for his troubles. Here, hold this. Wow.
Yep. He still said to this day, Keith Thurman, he's been hit harder by Keith Thurman than anybody in he's ever fought. He's been in the ring with
Did you
everybody.
see that uppercut, bro?
Yep. He immediately had to hold after that too.
Bro, he turned into Tony Baker, haberdashers and hemoglobin. When he got it.
That's facts. Next question. Where do you think Terence Crawford and Errol Spence should be fought at?
Vegas.
Was it Raider Stadium?
That doesn't necessarily matter the venue. This is the biggest fight should be put on in Vegas. And Vegas is a neutral spot. Now both of them are from the Midwest, technically. I mean, whatever you want to call Texas, but yeah, it's a neutral place.
You think Errol would be opposed to going to Vegas, or you think he wants to bring Bud to Dallas Stadium?
Earl ain't got a choice in this. Whatever I want.
True.
Whatever them checks look, whatever's gonna make them checks heavy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you guys have a set number of what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, just as long as you get your minimum, let's go.
Yo, dudes can talk that, oh yeah, 40,000, 70,000 in Texas. What that gate look like? 5 million, 3 million. Nah, you know what I mean?
The tickets were like $40.
Wilder did 17 million on the gate, man. Come on.
Yep. But I mean, hey, salute to Errol Spence, salute to both fighters, man. Him and Ugas, it was a nice little, everything looked nice. Nice little showing, you know what I'm saying? It was a great spectacle of a pay-per-view. Well, matter of fact, what did you think of the co-main event with Isaac Cruz and Gamboa?
That shouldn't have been a co-main event, but okay.
What should have been the co-main event?
Stanionis versus Butaev. That was a good fight.
And that's, you know what, I thought that was supposed to be, but you see what Showtime did though. Like they made him like the main event leading into the pay-per-view.
Yeah, Showtime put a nice joint together last night.
Yeah. Hopefully they keep following this formula and keep it coming, man. Because I was really happy about that. I was happy to pay that money for it. But what matter of fact, okay, Gamboa gets stopped in what was that? 3 rounds? 2 rounds? Izak Cruz knocked him down. I think. Remember. Yeah, I think Izak Cruz knocked him down like 3 times. Like it was brutal. It was horrible. But I think that fight could have been stopped.
When he got caught with that first shot and made him do that American wiggle, I said, "Oh, it's over."
Yeah, his punch resistance is terrible.
Nah, man, it's over. You know?
He didn't have any legs after that.
No, it's like it's over.
But you see Ryan Garcia trying to call out Izak Cruz and wanting to make that fight, and
Yo, Golden Boy Promotions is the home of the clout chase. Nobody believes in Ryan no more. He's completely irrelevant. And
oh,
like dudes, when the Mexican fans are in the comments, like, bro, you're not going to fight him. Like, when your core fan base is like, nah, man, I don't believe nothing that you talking about, bro.
yeah, that's
That that's
bad,
when
bro.
that's when you gotta chill. You gotta redo your he gotta redo his image because it just ain't clicking.
I
But
mean,
yo,
his last fight didn't help him out either. He ended up going 12 with I don't even know who that guy was. No disrespect to him.
Tegu, but
Yeah.
yeah, that dude was bored as shit. But yeah, I just wanted to stop by real fast, man.
Okay, bro. I
Appreciate you,
appreciate you.
everyone. I'm about to take this and that, brother.
Hey, everybody go subscribe to YSM Sports Media, man. I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. But yeah, man, last night, Ryan Garcia came out and he was all on Twitter and saying that he wanted to make the fight with Izak Cruz. And Izak Cruz was asked about Ryan Garcia after the fight, his post-fight interview. And you know what? He said Ryan Garcia he has to wait. He just gotta wait. I'm busy. You gotta wait. Like, we don't know what the plan is for Izak Cruz. He might end up getting the winner of Gervonta Tank Davis and Rolly. If Gervonta Tank Davis, unfortunately has to go do some time, do some cases and stuff. I think his trial starts at couple months or something. But if he does have to do some time, I mean, hell, we can get Izak Cruz and Rolly. That's a good fight. I think that'll be man. First of all, anybody fighting Rolly is going to be ridiculous because he's just going in there to brawl with you. He don't even want to box. He just want to brawl. He's going to hit you with elbows, say forearms. It's going to be bad, bro. That's why I think that Rolly and Tank fight's going to be, they going to be in there brawling. They going to be in there. They ain't even going to be fighting. They going to be in there wrestling. It's going to be a wrestling match in there. I don't know who the referee is going to be, but y'all need to go ahead and pay him some overtime. He going to be working. He going to be in there working, separating them two. But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia, he might need to change it up. I don't know what you do. In my mind, I see you fighting Jojo Diaz next. I don't know why, but I see you fighting Jojo Diaz next. And I think they might have you fighting 3 times this year. Okay. You just fought Tagago, whatever his name is. No disrespect to him. You went 12. A lot of people said it was boring. I watched a little bit and I kind of like fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie to you. No disrespect to Ryan Garcia. We love Ryan Garcia. He's a great fight. He's a good fighter, great potential. He has the potential to doing something, but you have to stay consistent. That's how you keep your fan and your core fans happy, man. You're building, your fan base just shouldn't be based off of social media following and Instagram and stuff like that. Like, I don't care about that, dude. You're in the ring, you're fighting. Can you fight? Are you consistent? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you looking good? How do you look? Does this style give you problems? Okay, you fix this. Okay, what improvements have you made from fight to fight? I didn't really see hardly any improvements. You got a new trainer, left the Canelo camp, went back to his old trainer with was it Mr. Goosen? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't chin still in the air. Yeah, I didn't see anything really, no disrespect to him, but we got some things we got to work on. So if you come back, you fight a Jojo Diaz, just in case you don't get the Izak Cruz fight. Okay, cool. And that makes sense because Jojo Diaz is on Golden Boy's side. Duh. He needs a big fight. And that fight was actually supposed to happen before the Devin Haney fight with Jojo Diaz. They, something happened or whatever with the money, I think. No, I think Ryan Garcia had to have wrist surgery or something, or right hand surgery. That's why that fight didn't happen. But now you're in prime position. You can fight JoJo. He needs a fight. He's got some stuff going on outside the ring, but I'm not going to talk about that. That's just some legal stuff that you guys can look up on your own. I'm not even going to speak on that. You're not going to get my video unmonetized. But I don't know. It is kind of true though. Like, Golden Boy's kind of on the outside looking in on a lot of things. Like, Oscar De La Hoya stopped Jaime Munguia and Jamal Charlo from happening. And once again, I had the video of Ronnie Shields, who is the manager and trainer of Jamal Charlo, telling exactly what happened and why that fight fell through. The fight was 90% done. Oscar De La Hoya messed up the entire fight. This is in his words, his audio. You know what I'm saying? You can check it out for yourself. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. If you guys want to listen to it yourself of exactly why Jamal Charlo and Jaime Munguia didn't happen. So guess what? Oscar De La Hoya has a history of stopping fights. Jaime Munguia, even on his side of the street on the zone on Golden Boy, he has a history of taking what? He has like 37 title eliminators. I'm just, exaggerating. But he's had at least probably 4 title eliminators. And he could have went and fought Demetrius Andrade. Come on. Come on. Oscar, make your fighter fight who he's supposed to fight, bro. Guess what? Virgil Ortiz, hello. What you gonna do, Virgil? Are you at 47? Can you make 147? You've missed weight 2 times at 147. Your last fight, you didn't even make that fight because you had a medical issue, or I don't know what happened, but I don't even know if he's okay. There's no update or anything. Is that even real? Should we do like Bernard Hopkins did with Errol Spence with his eye injury and tell Virgil Ortiz and Oscar De La Hoya to show me the papers? Where's the medical proof? I think Errol Spence actually got on social media and said that. He's like, I need to see the papers, man. I don't believe you. We don't believe you. But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia, just stay consistent. If the fight happens with Izak Cruz, cool. If not, it is what it is. Don't cloud chase. Let that man have his glory, bro. He had a great performance. He stopped Gambo, but that was a bad stoppage. To me, that fight could have been stopped within 2 rounds. Honestly, we didn't need a second. Man, it could have been stopped the first round. Gambo was getting thrown all over the ring, had no legs from the first knockdown. I don't like how Gamboa's corner didn't. They could have threw the towel in, bro. Like, I'm not saying you're a bad corner, not saying you don't care about your fighter, but you looked terrible last night as a corner. Looked like it was no leadership. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking like, dude, I don't want him to get caught with something to seriously hurt. Please get in this fight right now. I'm glad the referee stepped in. When he got knocked, he got caught with that nasty 2-piece and was leaning on the ropes. I'm glad the referee stopped it. That's what we're talking about when it comes to protecting the fighter. Because sometimes these fighters, they're just gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going because they're all about war. They don't want to, they don't want to lose. Let's keep going. But dude, I gotta protect you from yourself. Sometimes, since the corner doesn't want to do it, the ref has to step in and do it. So salute to the ref for doing that, man. But one more thing, and I'm gonna get 2 more things. Conor Benn went over. He's over in the UK, and he took on Chris Van Heerden yesterday over in the UK. He did a great job. He got him out of there in 2 rounds. He's hungry. He is the future of the welterweight division. I'm gonna say this: Jerome Boots Ennis, Conor Benn, and it was supposed to be Virgil Ortiz, but we don't know if he's going to have to go to 54. But that is the future of the welterweight division. Conor Benn, he's building up a nice resume over there. He's been calling out Adrian Broner. Even Eddie Hearn said after this fight with Chris Van Heerden, which was a bad 2nd-round stoppage. He was in there bobbing and weaving like Mike Tyson, hitting Chris Van Heerden with everything. Hooks like crazy. And then Chris Van Heerden was thinking hooks were coming. Then guess what? Conor Benn hits him with the 1-2, and then a hook. Then he just goes crazy. It was beautiful. But nonetheless, Eddie Hearn gets in there and says, "Oh, I want bigger fights for Conor Benn. This next fight's gonna be this and that." And that's one thing. Conor Benn is staying active, so you got to give him his respect. So if he gets a bigger name, come next go around, next fight, guess what? He's active, so he's gonna be able to build on this momentum. Now, like I said, Adrian Broner was a name that was tossed around in there. For whatever reason, Amir Khan was in the ring with Conor Benn after he beat Chris Van Heerden, which I don't know why. Salute to Amir Khan, but dude, you're done. You're done. I don't need to see you no more. You're done, bro. Kell Brook beat you bad. You're done. I don't need to see you and Conor Benn unless they're gonna pay you a whole bunch of money. Then financially, I definitely will understand. Hey, you're gonna pay me $5 to $10 million. I get up in there and take this L. But nonetheless, I don't want to see you get hurt. You've been knocked out so many times, dude. At least probably 3 or 4 times. I'm good. And it's been bad knockouts. But hell, I don't know who got Adrian Broner, if possible, for Conor Benn. Some people were trying to throw Sean Porter in there, but Sean Porter's retired. I think he's happy. I think he's starting to, understand that, okay, we're done. We fought everybody. There's nothing left to prove. But hey, if Eddie come with the bag, I don't know. Sean Porter can get in there and test that young dude. We'll see what happens. But matter of fact, I did see Conor Benn in camp with Ugas. So I mean, listen, he's a big dude, son of Nigel Benn over in the UK, legend over there. I like Conor Benn. I like him. I feel like he's getting better and better every fight. Some people are not gonna like him. Some people think he's a hype job. Cool. And I think he's starting to prove that and kind of build his own legacy, his own story. and build his fans. And it's like, you know what? Just grow with me, man. We're gonna get better together. We're gonna grow together. I like Connor Bench. Salute to him. He works hard. He stays in the gym. He's hungry. Hey, Eddie Hearn keep feeding him. That man he's going in there doing his job. You can't get mad at a guy going in there doing his job, getting him up out of there. So with that being said, maybe Adrian Broner can get up in there, Sean Porter. If nothing else, you probably get a Maurice Hooker. Josito Lopez just lost. Maybe Al sends Josito Lopez over to UK. I mean, it's all about building his resume. Give him Ugas whenever he gets better and comes back from the eye injury. I don't know. A couple other names, but I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. And we move on. Benavedez and Charlo. Now listen, I'm not even happy to talk about this right now. All right. I don't even know what happened last night. All I know is I don't even know why the Charlo twins and the Benavidez family was even sitting next to each other at the fight. I don't know why you wouldn't specifically keep those two families away from each other, honestly. But anyway, Benavidez with his family and stuff, and Charlos were barking. I'm not sure which one it was. I think it was Maul. I don't know, but he was one of them. One of the Charlos was barking at the Benavidez family. I got the footage. You guys could check it out. It's probably one of the videos underneath this one on my page. You guys check that out. Hit the like button as well, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the subscribe button. But yeah, they were just barking. Charlo saying stuff. I just don't get it. Why are you running your mouth? And I love the Charlos. They're great, good fighters. Why are you running your mouth at a dude that's at 168 that wants to fight you, but you don't want to fight him? I don't understand that. This whole thing started because allegedly someone asked you if you would fight Benavidez, and I think it was at the WBC convention, and you said, "Oh, I'd knock him out." Word got back to Benavidez, he responded, and y'all just been going back and forth. Then it was, "Oh, I'm not fighting the guy without the 19 shot." I don't want to say the word, but he has to get the shot, and I'm not fighting nobody under 25. And I'm like, man, why you keep talking? If you don't want to fight him and it's not realistic, why are you talking so much like you want to fight? I'm confused. David Benavidez has a fight against David Lemieux, I believe, next month in Arizona. You guys check that out. If you are in the Arizona area, please go support. Good fight. I believe it's for the WBC interim title at 168. That's right. The same title Canelo has. Canelo is undisputed at 168. But hey, listen. You're going to hold all these belts and try to go to 75. Business has to continue to roll, baby. So we're going to give out these interim belts right now. So Benavidez and David Lemieux. David Lemieux is a former world champion. I believe I think he lost his, I don't remember what title it was, but I do remember he was a champion and he lost to Triple G at 160. But yeah, he's at 168. I believe he came off of a nice knockout. This is an older David Lemieux. David Benavidez does get hurt, does get hit a lot. So I don't know. If anybody's ever watched David Lemieux fight, that boy got some power. I don't even think about it. He had so much power, even Triple G didn't want to test his power. He was jabbing, peppering him with the jab, and then got him out of there. He didn't want to go blow for blow with David Lemieux. Shit. David Lemieux got pop. He got power. And if David Benavidez gets hit with that power, it's a problem. He might go to sleep. I don't know, but I think he's gonna fight smart, use his speed, push David Lemieux back because David Lemieux is a different fighter going backwards, and try not to get caught with something. And I think he's just gonna overwhelm David Lemieux. And not to mention David Lemieux is a lot older than David Benavidez, so we'll see what happens with that. But as far as Charlo and Benavidez is concerned, Charlo, please, and I'll say this respectfully, if you're not gonna fight the man, please shut that up. I don't want to hear none of that. If you don't want to fight, why would you want to try to talk crazy and want to fight somebody outside the ring? If you're going to fight somebody, why wouldn't you want to get paid millions of dollars in the ring? Be honest. I'm not about to fight somebody outside the ring when I can fight that same person in the ring and we both make millions of dollars. Duh. Think about it. You beat Benavidez, you're probably going to get a Canelo fight. Benavidez beats you, he's probably going to get a Canelo fight. Let's keep it honest. But right now, you're not even at 168. You're at 160. You're supposed to be fighting Selecki, which nobody's happy about. That fight's supposed to take place in June. Nobody's happy about that. I wanted the Munguia and Charlo fight for Juneteenth. And oh, by the way, you guys can thank me for the Juneteenth belt. That's right. I said it. Yeah, it's all me. You guys can thank me for the Juneteenth belt. I hollered at Mauricio Suleiman And I told him, hey, we need a Juneteenth belt just like you do for everybody else. And we have the Mayan belt and all this, that, and the third. And he was like, you know what? You're right. And wrote it down. And if you don't believe me, I have proof. But nonetheless, that's me. I mean, they could have worked a little bit better on the belt. But, nonetheless, the idea came from me specifically. But yeah, you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. I appreciate y'all, man. I've been on this thing for 30 minutes, man. Salute to YSM Sports Media stepping in, man. That's my dog. Go to his channel. Hit the like button on his channel. Hit the subscribe button. He has great content, man. Like I said, support who supports you. You support me and show me love. I support and show you love. That's how it works, man. Let's make this world a better place, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, I'm gone. It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. I'm gone.